What's going on, fellow Walking Dead fans? This is Solid Dave Snake, bringing you guys another Walking Dead action figure comparison video. This time, between the newly released TV Series 7 Carl, compared to his TV Series 4 counterpart. And in this video, I will break down all the differences between these two in likeness to the actor, the outfit overall, of which ones I like better, and their articulation differences, which there is a lot of differences between these two in all categories. And starting off, the first thing you'll notice is there's a big size difference between these two figures, just like with the Michonnes. However, this one is actually correct because the TV Series 4 Carl is based off of a younger version of Chandler Riggs, whereas the new Series 7 Carl is based off of how he looked in that back half of Season 4, and he did get older and a little bit taller. And the one similar accessory that they both come with is the sheriff's hat. However, they are both different, and I'll take them off and give you a look at both of them. The new Carl's hat actually fits on his head a lot better, and for one specific reason. If I get these up close, let me get them up close and get a focus. And this is the new hat right here on the left, and you can see that it's actually sculpted inside there to fit with his hair. The way they molded it around his hair sculpt, so it would fit on there real nice and tight. That was a great idea by McFarlane that they did not utilize with that first Carl. And this hat does stay on his head a lot better because of that. And they are the same hat. Well, they are not the same mold, but it's, supposed to be the same hat, and you can tell that with this older hat being less weathered. The tassels on it are actually a little brighter. It's actually a little taller too, but it has less wear on it as well. And even still, it does not have the sheriff's badge up there, but it has the little metal piece that it connected to, where this one, it is not noticeable anymore. And this new one has a bigger hole on the side of it than this old one. So must-have accessories for Carl. I don't know if later on in the TV series or in the TV show if he'll be wearing the hat like in the comic books, but we will find out. And now to just go over these two Carl's differences. We'll get them up close here and start off with their head sculpt and face paint apps. And I've got to say that the new Carl Grimes is a lot better likeness to Chandler Riggs. Even without the age difference between these two figures, the new Carl is just a lot better executed with the head sculpt. Better painted, it's more of his actual skin, like his actual skin tone. The hair looks a lot more natural and better sculpted. Of course, the new one is based off that more shaggy look. But you can just see in the detail on the sculpt that it's much, much better executed. Especially in that hair. It just looks great on the Series 7. So this old one wasn't necessarily a horrible representation of Chandler Riggs' Carl Grimes. Just not as refined and as good as McFarlane has gotten and now released with this Series 7. They really upped the paint and sculpt on a lot of these action figures. In the overall costume choice between these two, I've got to say I like the Series 4 Carl better. Just because I was really happy when they announced this action figure that he was going to have that Science Dog shirt, because all the hardcore Walking Dead fans that have been there since the comic books know that Carl wore that shirt in the comic book, so it was nice to see it related into the show. And McFarlane did do a great job with that Series 4 sculpt of the jacket. However, the Series 7, his shirt is really well executed. I would almost say better sculpted than the Series 4. And better painted too, the way they have the patterns going in there all faded. I really do like both looks though. It's just nice to have a couple different unique looking Carls. And the jeans are much better executed on the Series 7 than the Series 4. A lot more wrinkles, a lot more paint variation and weathered look to them. And the boots on the old one, they're nice. They did a good job on them. But the new ones are even more detailed. And I like the difference of how he's wearing one boot and one sneaker on the new one. So all in all, I like the old design, the outfit choice for the Series 4, but I have to admit the paint job and sculpt on the Series 7 outfit is overall better. And now we'll take a look at each of their articulation, and they do vary big time between these figures. Their heads are pretty much both the same. They're both on a ball joint, and well, the old one has a little more movement up and down, but they can both rotate all the way around. And at the shoulders, we got a ball joint and hinge on both of them. Although the Series 4 Carl can go up further. They can both rotate all the way around. And at the elbows, the older Carl actually has him beat there too. He can go up to 90 degrees where the new Carl cannot. But one big difference between these two is the new Carl has the same wrist articulation as all the figures now, whereas this old Carl, he had rotation right there where the skin and shirt meet, and a single hinge at the hand. So that always kind of sucked with this Series 4 Carl, that kind of articulation. And at the legs, the new Carl really has the old Carl beat with that updated articulation that all the Walking Dead figures have now. Being able to kick up and hinge is really nice. However, the Series 4 one just has those ball joints up there that the old Walking Dead figures would have. They both have single jointed knees. However, I find this funny. The old Carl has a ball joint at the foot, although it's kind of weird, especially with the right foot. You can't use it that well. You can use it a little better with the left foot just because of how the pants are. But however, the Series 7 Carl has no ankle articulation, nothing down there at the feet. But still, overall, I would have to say that the new Carl Grimes articulation is better. Even though his shoulders and elbows can't go as far out, having that updated leg articulation is very helpful, and it's really nice being able to get Carl to be able to totally fit down. So, between these two, I'd have to say I like the outfit choice better on the Series 4. However, it is better executed on the Series 7. The likeness to Chandler Riggs between these two is much better on the Series 7, and the articulation is better overall in my mind with the Series 7. So, this is a total sweep. The Series 7 Carl is my more favorite Carl out of these two. And let me know what you guys think. Who is your favorite Carl Grimes out of these two action figures? Or are you just really looking forward to the comic book Series 4 Carl Grimes, which I am really looking forward to that Carl. So, alright guys, thanks for watching all my TV Series 7 reviews and action figure comparisons. And stay tuned, because whenever the new Herschel Green exclusive to Target comes out and Rick Grimes exclusive to Walgreens, whenever they hit stores, I will be picking them up and doing reviews on them. So stay tuned for those guys, and I will catch you later.